Hello, and welcome to another movie review. Today, we will be reviewing the comedy classic, White Men Can't Jump. Ron Shelton's 1992 streetwise comedy White Men Can't Jump is one of those rare sports movies that understands the sport, the city, and the people who play it with equal fluency. It's fast-talking and sun-baked, equal parts hustle and heart, and it still feels remarkably alive decades later, both as a snapshot of early 90s Los Angeles and as a character study wrapped in trash talk and three-pointers. Let's talk about it. The setup and the hustle. The premise is deceptively simple. Billy Hoyle, Woody Harrelson, a deceptively dorky-looking white hooper in a tie-dye and a backwards cap, rolls up on the Venice Beach courts and proceeds to outshoot everyone who assumes he can't play. Enter Sidney Dean Wesley Snipes, a stylish, silky smooth local baller with a preternatural gift for salesmanship, who notices Billy's value not just as a teammate, but as a prop in a street-smart grift. Together they form an uneasy alliance, hustling 2-on-2 games for cash while juggling their volatile home lives. Shelton, who previously explored the romance of minor league baseball in Bull Durham, turns his eye to pick up basketball culture and nails the rhythms, the sideline banter, the pride and pecking orders, the truth that on blacktop courts reputation is currency. The film's title is a provocation, and the movie plays with stereotype in ways that are sometimes broad, sometimes subversive, and generally rooted in character rather than lecture. Performances that pop. Harrelson and Snipes are electric together, a complementary mismatch in both movement and temperament. Harrelson gives Billy a blend of shame, swagger, and self-sabotage. He's the kind of competitor who needs the shot to be hard to believe it counts. Snipes Sidney is a study in finesse, a player who understands angles on and off the court, choreographing scams with the same economy he uses to split double teams. Their chemistry, flinty, funny, and competitive, provides the film's pulse. Rosie Perez is the film's secret weapon as Gloria, Billy's Jeopardy! Obsessed girlfriend. She's whip-smart, horny for knowledge, and completely exasperated by Billy's self-defeating impulses. Perez brings crackling energy to every scene. Her arc culminates in a hilarious, triumphant run that doubles as commentary on who gets to win in this world. She also grounds the movie emotionally. Gloria wants a life beyond surviving, and her equations money, security, dignity don't balance when Billy can't get out of his own way. Talk is the game. Shelton gives everybody vivid dialogue. The insults have a musicality to them, a specific local flavor that morphs from court to court. Taunting isn't just color, it's strategy, a way to tilt the mental game. The script's best conversations double as arguments about values. Style versus substance, pride versus pragmatism, listening versus hearing. Sidney's "You can listen to Jimmy, but you can hear Jimmy" sermon is both a joke and a thesis about empathy and perception. The film's racial humor is risky by design, trading on stereotype to expose it. Some gags haven't aged perfectly, but the movie's perspective is generally clear. Nobody gets a free pass, and everyone's blind spots cost them. The friendship that forms between Billy and Sidney, ISNT, about transcending race so much as negotiating it, imperfectly, with mutual respect forged through competition. Basketball that actually looks like basketball. A lot of sports movies fake it. White Men Can't Jump sells it. The pickup games have shape and momentum. Director of photography Russell Boyd finds kinetic angles without cutting the action to ribbons. The Venice Beach courts and sun-bleached backdrops are characters in their own right, and the costuming, Sidney's cycling caps and neon fits. Billy's thrift store swagger cements an era without feeling like cosplay. The soundtrack is a time capsule of early 90s hip-hop, R&B, and funk that meshes with the court swagger. It's not just needle drops, it's mood setting, letting scenes glide. Stakes off the court. What elevates the film is how the off-court stakes inform the on-court decisions. Billy's gambling compulsion, his need to prove himself the hard way, creates a loop of short-term highs and long-term losses. Sidney, meanwhile, is trying to get his family into a safer neighborhood. Their goals collide because their philosophies clash. Billy courts risk for validation. Sidney courts stability through calculation. The script smartly refuses to grant either a complete victory. People win small and lose big here, and sometimes the best shot is the one you don't take. Gloria's perspective complicates the sports movie arc. She's not a prize to be won, but a person whose patience has limits. When she insists that sometimes when you lose, you actually win. It's not fortune cookie wisdom, it's a survival tactic in a world where the odds are stacked and the rent is due. Now, does it hold up? For the most part, yes. As a comedy, it's still sharp. As a sports film, it's unusually textured. Its racial politics are frank, sometimes messy, but generally humane. A few jokes land differently today, and the movie's male-centered viewpoint leaves some corners underexplored. But the core friendship born of rivalry, the seduction, and danger of the hustle remains resonant. The 2023 remake attempts to modernize the premise, but the original's tactile sense of place and its lived-in performances are hard to replicate. And so, my verdict: White Men Can't Jump is a talky, sunlit, trash-talking gem. a sports comedy that actually understands competition, a buddy movie that earns its bruises, and a Los Angeles movie that smells like asphalt and ocean salt. Harrelson, Snipes, and Perez are all peak charisma, and Shelton's script gives them space to move. It's funny, fast, and, underneath the bravado, a little bittersweet. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me out, and it keeps me motivated to keep bringing these videos to you. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to drop them down below. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, I bid you adieu.